What if every single customer got a Netflix-level, personalized experience from your brand? Think about how Netflix works. The moment you log in, everything is tailored to you. The shows it recommends, the thumbnails it displays. Even the descriptions are customized based on what you've watched before. It feels like Netflix knows you personally, even though it's serving hundreds of millions of users. Now imagine bringing that level of personalization to your business. Every email your customers receive speaks directly to their interests. Every product recommendation feels handpicked for them. Every piece of content they see addresses exactly what they need right now. That's not science fiction. It's mass personalization powered by AI, and it's already transforming how the smartest companies market and sell. Here's the problem. Most businesses are still stuck in the batch hand blast era. Same email to everyone, same ads to everyone, same experience regardless of who you are or what you care about. And customers are tired of it. They've been trained by Netflix, Spotify, Amazon, and TikTok to expect personalization. When they don't get it, they tune out. They unsubscribe. They buy from someone else. But here's the opportunity. The technology to deliver mass personalization is no longer exclusive to tech giants. It's accessible, it's affordable, and it's incredibly effective. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how this works. Real case studies from real companies. A practical framework you can implement immediately, and a step-by-step walkthrough of how to build personalized marketing campaigns at scale. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to make every customer feel like your only customer without spending hours manually crafting individual messages. Because personalization at scale isn't the future, it's the present. The companies that master it now will dominate their markets. Let's dive in. First, let's talk about why traditional marketing is dying. For decades, marketing was a numbers game. Created one message, sent it to as many people as possible, and hoped a small percentage would respond. Email blast to 10,000 people, get 200 clicks, close 10 sales. That was considered success. But consumer behavior has fundamentally changed. People are drowning in content. The average person sees thousands of marketing messages every single day. Emails, ads, social media posts, notifications. It's relentless. And the human brain has adapted by becoming incredibly good at filtering out anything that doesn't feel relevant. Generic marketing messages don't just get ignored. They actively damage your brand. When someone receives an email that clearly wasn't meant for them specifically, and they see an ad for something they already bought, and they get a recommendation that makes no sense, they don't think, oh, marketing. They think this company doesn't understand me, and in today's market, that's a death sentence. Because your competitors aren't sending generic messages anymore, the smart ones are using AI to personalize at scale. They're sending emails that reference your past purchases, showing you products you didn't even know you wanted. They're creating experiences that feel like magic. And when your customers experience that level of personalization elsewhere, they expect it from you too. The gap between personalized and generic marketing is widening every day. And the companies on the wrong side of that gap are losing customers, losing revenue, and losing relevance. How do you get on the right side? Let me show you. Let's start with a real example of what's possible. There's an e-commerce company called Stitch Fix. They sell clothing through a subscription model. Customers fill out a style profile, and Stitch Fix sends them personalized selections. Early on, their stylists were manually picking items for each customer. It worked, but it didn't scale. As they grew, they needed a better solution. So they built an AI system that learned from millions of customer interactions. What people kept, what they returned, what they said they wanted versus what they actually bought. The AI started identifying patterns that even experienced stylists missed. The result? Their AI-powered personalization engine now helps stylists select items that customers keep at a much higher rate. Their revenue has grown into the billions, and personalization is the core of their business model. But here's what's interesting. Stitch Fix didn't just use AI to recommend products. They used it to personalize the entire experience. The email subject lines, the product descriptions, the styling advice. Everything is tailored to the individual customer. That's the power of mass personalization. It's not just about showing different products. It's about creating a completely customized experience at every touch point. Another example, Spotify. Spotify's Discover Weekly playlist is legendary. Every Monday, millions of users get a personalized playlist of songs they've never heard but will probably love. The AI analyzes your listening history, compares it to similar users, and surfaces music that matches your taste. The engagement numbers are staggering. Discover Weekly has generated billions of listening hours. It's driven massive growth for artists. It's one of the main reasons people stay loyal to Spotify instead of switching to competitors. That's what happens when you nail personalization. You don't just sell more. You create experiences people love and can't get anywhere else. Now, you might be thinking, that's great for billion-dollar companies, but I'm not Stitch Fix or Spotify. How does this apply to me? Great question. Let me show you a smaller scale example. There's a SaaS company called Groove, which makes customer support software. A few years ago, they were struggling with customer retention. People would sign up, use the product for a few weeks, then churn. They realized the problem wasn't the product. It was that different customers needed different things, but everyone was getting the same onboarding experience.
Nice.
So they implemented AI-powered personalization. They started tracking how different customer segments use the product. Support teams behaved differently than sales teams. Small businesses had different needs than enterprises. Using this data, they created personalized onboarding sequences. Different email flows for different customer types. Different in-app messages highlighting the features each segment actually cared about. Different educational content based on what each user was trying to accomplish. The results: customer retention improved by 30%. Activation rates, the percentage of users who actually started using the product meaningfully, jumped by 45%. This wasn't a massive, expensive project. They used existing marketing automation tools integrated with AI-powered segmentation. The whole implementation took a few weeks. That's the key insight. You don't need a team of data scientists.
Oh.
You don't need to build custom AI from scratch. You just need to understand the framework and use the right tools. So let's break down exactly how to do this. Here's the framework for implementing mass personalization in your business. Comes down to 3 core steps: collect data ethically, segment with AI, and deploy automated campaigns. Let's go through each one. Step 1. Collect data ethically. Personalization requires data. The more you know about your customers, the better you can tailor their experience. And this is crucial, you need to collect that data ethically and legally. Start with zero-party data. It's information customers voluntarily give you. Preference centers where they tell you what they're interested in. Surveys asking about their goals. Quizzes that help them while also giving you insights. For example, a fitness brand might have a quiz. What's your fitness goal? Weight loss, muscle building, or endurance? The customer gets personalized recommendations. You get data to segment them properly. Everyone wins. Then there's first-party data. This is behavioral information you collect directly. What pages did they visit on your website? What products did they look at? What emails did they open? What content did they download? This data is incredibly valuable because it shows actual behavior, not just stated preferences. Someone might say they're interested in weight loss, but their browsing behavior shows they're actually looking at strength training equipment. The behavior is the truth. Make sure you're compliant with privacy regulations. Get proper consent. Be transparent about how you're using data. Give people control over their information. This isn't just about legal compliance. It's about building trust. Tools like Segment, Google Analytics, and most modern CRM systems can help you collect and organize this data without needing custom development. Step 2. Segment with AI. Once you have data, you need to turn it into actionable segments, and this is where AI becomes a game changer. Traditional segmentation was manual and simplistic. You'd create buckets: customers who bought in the last 30 days, people in New York, users who signed up for the email list. AI segmentation is dynamic and multidimensional. Machine learning algorithms can identify patterns in customer behavior that humans would never spot. They can create microsegments that update in real time as behavior changes. For example, an AI might identify that customers who visit your pricing page 3 times but don't purchase are likely price sensitive and respond well to limited time discounts. Or that users who engage with educational content but haven't bought yet need more trust building before they're ready to purchase. The AI continuously learns and refines these segments based on actual outcomes. It's not just categorizing people, it's predicting their needs and behaviors. Tools like HubSpot, ActiveCampaign, and Klaviyo have built-in AI segmentation features. For more advanced use cases, Platforms like Segment or customer data platforms like Treasure Data can integrate with machine learning models. You don't need to be a data scientist to use these tools. Most have intuitive interfaces that let you define goals like identify customers likely to churn or find prospects ready to buy, and the AI handles the complexity. Step 3. Deploy automated campaigns. Now comes the magic. Take your segments and create automated personalized campaigns that run on autopilot. This is where tools like email automation, dynamic website content, and programmatic advertising come together. For email, you're not just changing the recipient's name. You're changing the subject line based on what you know they care about. You're showing different products based on their browsing history. You're adjusting the tone and content based on where they are in the customer journey. Someone who just discovered your brand gets educational content. Someone who's been researching for weeks gets social proof and urgency. Someone who already bought gets upsell recommendations based on their purchase. And this all happens automatically. You set up the rules and workflows once, and the system handles the execution. For website personalization, tools like Optimizely Dynamic Yield or even WordPress plugins can show different content to different visitors. A first-time visitor sees an introductory message and a sign-up incentive. A returning customer sees recommendations based on their past behavior. A high-value customer gets VIP treatment and exclusive offers. For advertising, platforms like Facebook and Google already use machine learning to optimize who sees your ads. But you can take it further by creating custom audiences and dynamic creative that adapts to individual users. The key is to test and iterate. Start with a few segments and personalized experiences. Measure the results. Refine. Expand. Over time, you build a sophisticated personalization engine that makes every customer feel like you're speaking directly to them. Let me walk you through a specific example of how this looks in practice. Imagine you run an online course business teaching digital marketing. You have thousands of email subscribers, but your conversion rate is low because you're sending the same emails to everyone. Here's how you'd implement mass personalization. Phase 1. Data collection. Create a preference survey asking subscribers, what's your biggest marketing challenge right now? The options include SEO, social media, email marketing, paid advertising, and content creation. You also track behavioral data. Which blog posts do they read? Which webinar topics do they register for? Which course pages do they visit? Now you have both stated preferences and revealed behavior. Phase 2, AI segmentation. You use your email marketing platform's AI features to create dynamic segments. The AI identifies patterns like people interested in SEO who have visited the pricing page twice but haven't purchased, are likely waiting for a promotion. People interested in social media who engage with beginner content are perfect for your entry-level course. People who engage with advanced content across multiple topics are potential candidates for your premium coaching program. These segments update automatically as people's behavior changes. Phase 3. Automated campaigns. You create personalized email sequences for each segment. The SEO-focused, price-sensitive group gets a series highlighting the ROI of your SEO course with a limited-time discount at the end. The social media beginners get educational content explaining why social media matters, success stories from similar students, and an invitation to your starter course. The advanced multi-topic engagers get an email from you personally, inviting them to a consultation call for your high-ticket coaching. You also implement website personalization. When the SEO segment visits your homepage, the Hero section highlights your SEO course instead of your general marketing content. Everything runs automatically. You set it up once, and it works 24/7. The results. Within a few months, you see email open rates increase by 40% because subject lines are relevant. Click-through rates double because content matches interests. And most importantly, conversion rates increase by 60% because the right people are seeing the right offers at the right time. That's the power of mass personalization. It's more revenue with the same audience just by delivering the right message to the right person. Now let's talk about the tools you'll actually need to make this happen. The good news is, you probably already have some of them. Most modern marketing platforms have AI features built in. You just need to know how to use them. For email marketing, platforms like Klaviyo ActiveCampaign and MailChimp all have AI-powered segmentation and personalization features. Klaviyo is particularly strong for e-commerce, ActiveCampaign is great for service businesses and SaaS. For website personalization, tools like Optimizely, VWO, or even Unbounce can show different content to different visitors based on their behavior and characteristics. For customer data, Segment is the gold standard for collecting and organizing customer data from multiple sources. It acts as a central hub that feeds data to all your other tools. 4. AI-powered insights. Tools like Mixpanel or Amplitude can analyze user behavior and identify patterns you'd never spot manually. For advertising, Facebook Ads Manager and Google Ads already use machine learning. Combine them with custom audiences built from your CRM data for powerful personalization at scale. You don't need all of these tools on day one. Start with your email platform and your website analytics. Those two alone can enable significant personalization. As you scale, you can add more sophisticated tools. Let me address the elephant in the room. This sounds complicated. Is it worth the effort? Let me answer with numbers. Companies that excel at personalization generate 40% more revenue from those activities than average players, according to McKinsey research. Epsilon found that 80% of consumers are more likely to purchase from a brand that provides personalized experiences. And Boston Consulting Group found that brands that create personalized experiences see revenue increases of 6 to 10%. These aren't marginal improvements. This is game-changing impact on your bottom line. Here's the thing. It's not as complicated as it sounds. Yes, there's a learning curve. Yes, there's setup involved. But once your systems are in place, they run automatically. Think about the alternative. Right now, you're probably spending hours manually crafting emails, wondering who to send them to, hoping they resonate. You're running ads to broad audiences and accepting low conversion rates as normal. You're treating every customer the same and wondering why engagement is low. Mass personalization flips that. You spend time up front setting up intelligent systems, and then they work for you continuously, getting smarter over time. The effort is front-loaded. The benefits are ongoing. Here's what I want you to understand. Personalization isn't a luxury feature anymore. It's table stakes. Your customers have been trained by the best tech companies in the world to expect personalized experiences. When they don't get them, they notice. They disengage. They go elsewhere. But here's the opportunity. Most businesses still haven't figured this out. Most are still doing bad sandblast marketing. Most are treating every customer the same. Which means if you implement mass personalization now, you have a massive competitive advantage. You'll see it in your metrics immediately. Higher open rates, higher click rates, higher conversion rates, higher customer lifetime value, lower churn. But more than that, you'll see it in how customers talk about you. They'll say things like, "It feels like this brand really gets me." That's not just marketing fluff. It's the foundation of customer loyalty. So where do you start? Pick one channel. Email is usually the easiest. Implement basic personalization, different content for different segments. Measure the results and expand. Add website personalization. Implement dynamic product recommendations. Create segment-specific advertising campaigns. Layer on more sophistication over time. You don't need to do everything at once. You just need to start, because every day you wait is a day your competitors are getting ahead. Let me leave you with this thought. The future of marketing isn't about reaching more people. It's about reaching the right people with the right message at the right time. Mass personalization powered by AI makes that possible at a scale that was unimaginable just a few years ago. You can make every customer feel like your only customer. You can deliver experiences that feel handcrafted, even though they're automated. You can build deeper relationships, drive more sales, and create genuine loyalty. The technology exists. Playbooks exist. The only question is, are you going to use them? Because personalization at scale isn't the future. It's the present. And the companies mastering it now are the ones that will dominate tomorrow. So start today. Pick your first segment, create your first personalized campaign, measure the results, iterate and improve. The Netflix-level experience your customers are craving. You can deliver it. You just need to begin. If this video gave you a clear roadmap for implementing mass personalization in your business, hit that subscribe button right now. This channel is dedicated to showing you practical, actionable strategies for using AI to grow your business. No hype, just real tactics that work. And drop a like on this video to help the algorithm show this to more entrepreneurs who need to see it. Every like helps more business owners discover the power of personalization. The tools are ready. The opportunity is massive. All you need to do is take the first step. Start personalizing today. Your customers are waiting. See you in the next one.